Let's see if this will work.
I think we're live, Lou.
We are live. I'm
We are
trying to
live.
play the music.
Oh, okay.
We are live.
It looks like we're live and the music's not working.
I don't hear the music.
No, I don't either. I'm not hearing any music. Okay, things are not working, but we're here.
But we are
Thank
live.
you.
We are live.
Well, yeah, we are. I know we're on. I know we're live. And I know we're on. But thank you. So yes, thank you. Welcome to Analytics This. We appreciate it. I have a special guest with us. It's Ethan at egreen4325. Go ahead, Ethan. Plug your stuff, man.
Yeah, you can follow me on social media on X at egreen4325, where I post all of my content and stuff. Part of the Going Nuclear podcast, part of the Land Multimedia Group.
All right, thanks for joining us, Ethan. We appreciate having you on. I'm also Lou Marconi at LMarconi251 on Instagram and LMarconi1973 on X. You can check out the Sunday Stew Pot every Sunday morning, as well as my friend, co-host, Posh_Clevelander. You can find her. We're going to talk Browns quarterback stuff. We're going to talk about the game tomorrow, talk about last week's game, and we're just going to talk about Browns and just go over numbers and things. And we had a conversation when Ethan and I had a chance to talk to Daryl Ryder, and I want to talk about that. That was 2 weeks ago almost, wasn't it?
It was 2 weeks ago Saturday, and again, thank you, Posh, for, I was there. It's like unfortunate you were not able to be there, but I was there, and it was much appreciated and definitely enjoyed it. Is there Lou? Is there a large amount of white noise in your background or in my background?
I'm hearing it.
Okay, my air conditioner just went on, and that's
No,
Okay.
no, it was on before then. I don't know if it's on my end or something else, but
Is it on my end? Hang on.
I am not sure, but it's just like,
Let me try this. Let me
I
try.
have my air conditioner on 74, so I don't know what's going on. Okay.
it might be very humid. This is an interesting, we're going to talk HVAC.
No,
and,
it's not on my end because I muted my mic. So
Hey, we need a heating and cooling sponsor.
yeah, yes, that's what we need. We need.
Okay, I got it.
Speaking of sponsors.
Okay, you got it. It was just on your end. Okay.
Yeah, I got it probably jacked up for something else, and so
All right.
it really was goofing things up. All right, now
Much
we're
How about our
appreciated.
sponsor?
Well, we do have a sponsor of the show. Thank you for joining us. AllThatButter.com. Click on the link of the show. Put in the promo code STEW, STEW, 15 for 15% off your order. Beard butter, body butter, and hair butter. Yep. AllThatButter.com. Thank you.
Sounds delicious.
It is delicious. It's good shit. So okay. Yeah, let's jump right in. Daryl, let's talk about that last week because
I'm still not Daryl.
come on, we talked with Daryl. We talked with Daryl. Ethan, when we talked to Daryl last week or 2 weeks ago, what did he tell you?
Well, his comment at that moment was, I think we are finding out today who quarterback 1 is, and I think we're also finding out who quarterback 2 is, and there's going to be a certain group of fans that are not happy. I believe was how he said it, and he also did a post on that afternoon on social media, I believe on Twitter, on X, stating something similar, and he was looking at all of the responses and mentions and whatnot.
Oh, yeah, just the reaction he got. Yeah.
And clearly he had a nerve 2 weeks ago, but he wasn't necessarily wrong, and everyone in the Cleveland media has essentially acknowledged the same thing at that point, at least in terms of the start, where they appeared to be, the quarterbacks, that is, in terms of who was going to possibly be quarterback 1 and who was going to be QB2, or at least QB1. And then, but in terms of the backup, I really don't think that Dylan Gabriel he's just not good enough.
No.
And Daryl said, and this is as part of our conversation, he talked about in practice, Dylan Gabriel looks really good in 7-on-7. Then you start putting in linemen, and
he can't see.
When he's not so good, he can't see. It's just his physical limitations are his physical limitation, but he also picks up on what they're teaching and I think understands the concepts and what they want to do very quickly. What they even said that last year. He was what they call him, a supercomputer or super processor. I can't remember which it was. But furthermore, Daryl said to us, there's a lot of hand-holding in meeting rooms and on
Shedeur.
the field with
Shedeur.
Shedeur. And he said there's some with Deshaun, but a lot. And that really speaks to and makes an impression on what's going on that maybe we don't get to see it every day. First of all, the public isn't there every day at practice, and the obviously the media gets to be there more than the public is when it comes to training camp. We still can't be inside the building in the meeting rooms, which I would love to be a fly on the wall, to be quite honest. And it was very insightful to hear that from Daryl. I think in my own conversations as well, just kind of chatting up with some of the other media people who I personally know, and I said, I don't like what's going on out there, because I got to be honest, I am not a huge proponent of Deshaun Watson for multiple reasons.
Neither am I.
And I don't see his upside and what it gets us to have him play this year instead of Sanders. But, and when I said that to some other people, they said, yeah, you're not alone. Kind of like, yeah, a lot of people are thinking the same thing.
If you remember that day, there was a controversial day because
Right.
before practice,
Yep.
Monken said Sanders is getting the number one reps, but then Deshaun started to get him, and everybody's like, what's going on? I remember they were all chattering and talking to each other like, what's happening? So
Right. And then it came out later, of course, that the timeline of events was they went out for this walkthrough. They go back. Apparently, he talks to Shedeur and Deshaun after so the coaches grabbed me and they said, they didn't change plan. Shedeur's been getting a lot of reps. Maybe we
does
switch
he
it up
sound
to
like the
Deshaun.
Godfather all of a sudden?
He's gonna lose his voice. But no, Todd Monken says that he was told by coaches that Shedeur had been getting a lot of the one reps, so they switched it up. Okay, fine, whatever. But then 35, 40 minutes later, he goes to the media, says, yeah, Sanders is getting the one reps, knowing that he's already told the guys, actually, we're going to flip it. They then come out and do this whole run through and this whole practice and charade, and we were none the wiser to it as to all this going on.
We didn't know until afterwards. Yeah,
right. It all came out afterwards how this happened, and nobody could talk to Monken until Monday.
Yeah.
This is a Saturday. Nobody talks to Monken until Monday, and everybody's like, "What in the world just happened here today?" But that seemed to be that same week. Earlier in the week was that Wednesday practice, I believe, where Deshaun had a really good red zone day in the red zone with the ones, and he had 7 touchdowns, at least, according to the quarterback tracker, which we will get to. But he had a very good day. By all accounts, had a very good day. And people have said that seemed to kind of flip, because then maybe the next day there was a question of, hey, it looks like he's taking some of the one reps from Shedeur. And Todd Monken tried to play it off the next day. Oh, no. The other day, Shedeur did that. And it's like, no, he didn't. The media was basically like, no, you didn't. No, he didn't. We were there for everything. That did not happen. At the end of the day, if Todd Monken, as long as he's not lying to the players, that's all that really matters. But I do raise my eyebrows, and it creates questions and doubt in my mind about what comes out of his mouth and how much we can trust it from the public perspective when he talks about this team. And he doesn't owe us anything, but
he owes us to win.
Well, okay, but he doesn't owe us explanations. The same way, I would have said the same thing to everyone who complained about Kevin Stefanski and his non-answers. He didn't owe us a thing. Bill Belichick didn't owe anybody anything, and he didn't say anything. So you got to get off our high horses and believing we're entitled to hear all this information. We're not. We're just not. And so I'd rather just not know anything than to be misinformed.
Go ahead, Posh. You about ready to go?
You guys are setting me up. Guys,
Well,
you guys,
Can I tell
listeners.
you? Can I just tell you real quick what Daryl said to me when I was
Okay,
talking to him? I
yeah.
said, I
You
just
guys
looked at him.
are
I said, judging by what I'm seeing and how things are going, the long-term answer at quarterback is not on our roster right now. And he agreed.
Wow.
He agreed. And I said, they're drafting a quarterback next year. It's just a matter of who and when. And he looked at me and he went with their first pick.
It's shaping
exactly
up
what
that
he
way.
said to
It,
me, yeah.
it is absolutely shaping up that way. Because if you look at it, and I don't want to, Posh, you can interrupt me and tell me to shut up whenever you need to. But-
Shut up.
Okay, thanks.
Quiet, Daryl.
Exactly. I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. This is
I
my
knew
other
you were
brother,
going to do
Daryl.
that. I knew you were going to do that.
Oh gosh, I love Bob Newhart.
Okay,
See,
go.
I'm glad we're all people of a certain age, and we know the shows of
These
that
references,
time
yeah.
period.
Yeah.
But again, you can look at it from two perspectives. Or at least I have. One is the choice that the coaches have is this: you've got a guy who's 30 years old, has played 19 games in 5 years, has had multiple season-ending injuries. And the last time we saw him playing in a meaningful game, a regular season game, he looked horrible. Versus a guy who has things to learn. He is taking it all in Shedeur Sanders, and apparently, according to everything we're hearing, maybe some of the concepts and the operational things are not as fast as the coaches want. So you're which one are you going to choose here? At the end of the day, Watson's in the last year of his contract. I see no way on earth this guy's going to be back here next year. Even if he were to play well, they're not going to pay him a ton of money. Get the heck
No.
out of here.
No.
And so the other thing is, and someone talked about this, I don't know where I heard this, some jabroni talked about, oh, you draft you can keep Shedeur around and you draft somebody. It's like, no. If you draft somebody, you are not keeping Shedeur around because you obviously don't think he is good enough, and you're not intending to keep him around, and you're not going to have this kind of noise, and we'll get to the quarterback tracker.
Back to it again. I think, well, I want to set the record about Deshaun because everybody's talking about is he going to be booed tomorrow and everything. I'm not even worried about that. I'm going to say this. I was at the game when he tore his Achilles and he was carted off the field. The fans that were cheering were wearing orange, but
Cincinnati
they were
orange.
Cincinnati orange.
Thank you.
They were Bengals
Thank
fans.
you.
That was not reported. I'm arguing with people, and I hate to argue with people online about things, but I'm just saying this is a fact. I was there. These were Bengals fans that were doing it. It wasn't Browns fans. Set the record straight.
Thank you.
So-
I replied to Shelby Harris. Shelby Harris went off with his whack podcast, and I replied to him after he dropped on X. And I replied to him. I'm like, first of all, we look alike. We were created by the same guy. Paul Brown. And I replied to him.
both for
after
Paul
he
Brown,
tweeted
yeah.
out. Yes, and I replied to him. I gave him the history really quick. I said most of those
The fans that were doing it were Bengals fans.
And I mentioned Lou. He was at the game. Lou was at the game. They were Bengals fans.
Yep.
Real Browns fans would never, even with all the history, because Browns fans followed everything that was going on. With Browns fans know the report of all of the report of the women that turned around, and one of them were booked appointments before he could. So we followed the story to the end. Okay, so. No, they were Bengals fans. Now, I need to hear what have you, okay, I want to go into it later on when I go to the board, but what's up with Deshaun? What did you guys not see in Deshaun? What's going on?
What do you mean? You mean at the practice?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Did you want to go first, Ethan?
I mean, I can't. Okay, so let me just say this. At the practice, I was busy sweating my butt off.
Okay,
And,
yeah.
And I was avoiding hugs.
It seems reasonable.
It was
I
Becky.
don't know.
Becky kept chasing me.
I was what? No, I was watching, and I mean, he looked fine, but I guess what I know or can speak on is that, oh my, this is interesting. Is this for real, guys? I'm sorry to interrupt. Did Nick Chubb announce his retirement?
I'll look it up. Go
I'm,
ahead.
I'm getting word from a very reliable source as we're talking. I'm like, what am I missing here?
I have up his X account.
And maybe on X or Instagram, he ended it with "Go Dogs, Go Browns, Batman out."
I
No,
do not
okay.
see it. I do not see it on his X account.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
it might be on. I think isn't he a lot on Instagram? Seemed like that was what was
Yes.
on there.
Yes.
Okay,
It's
okay.
confirmed. Ian Rappaport, 1 minute ago.
Oh
Nick Chubb has
wow!
announced his retirement. Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
And what? See,
They-
you know what this is? This is
We-
Nick Carnes' fault.
li-
This is Nick Carnes' fault. Because
Why?
the other day he came on. You know who the Browns should get? Nick
Nick
Chubb. No,
Nick
I'm kidding.
Carnes is a curse. He is a curse.
I've told him that. I personally
Nick Carnes
respond
is a curse.
every single.
Well, it's a
time.
shame that injury that happened in Pittsburgh pretty much derailed his career.
Yeah, stinking Minka Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, and it can happen to anybody. So, Nick, thank you for what you've done.
Yeah.
We always love you and appreciate you, and you will be in the Ring of Honor.
Oh, he absolutely will be. He will be a legend. I don't know if he'll get a statue, but he'll definitely be in the Ring of Honor.
Yeah, he won't be in the Hall
will-
of Fame, but he'll be in the Ring of Honor. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The guys, when he got hurt, oh my goodness. I first of all want to shout out my boyfriend.
It was a gut punch to the team when he got hurt.
It was a gut punch to the team. I couldn't.
We were kicking their ass.
Oh,
that
yeah,
time.
and he was taking up chunks of yards.
Oh my goodness. I couldn't. I was in pajamas for a whole week. I couldn't. I didn't leave the house. I didn't leave the house. I was in pajamas the whole week. I didn't leave. I finally left the house Friday to go to choir practice, and finally, I really did. And that was just through the urging of my significant other,
Oh, wow.
It really was. He basically took care of me,
Well,
because
he came back.
F the Steelers forever.
He
F
came
the
back.
Steelers forever.
He came back, and I was at the game the following year.
Right.
In the
Against
snow globe.
Cincinnati.
It was that one against
same game.
Cincinnati, the same game. But also he scored 2 touchdowns
Yeah.
against Pittsburgh the next time we played him, and he got his
Wow.
revenge in that game. Yeah. So it was. Well, Nick, thank you.
Nick
Thank you.
Chubb, thank you. Are awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
And the
this
thing
is-
is drafting Quinshaw Judkins, Dylan Sampson, and Rocket Sanders, having him come in as undrafted free agent. We have pretty good running backs. This is what I was hearing, okay? Because let's just go like the last week's game against Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
The first quarter, we were winning 10-0.
Right. When our first team was in there. Now, granted, Chicago wasn't playing their first team. Let's just also put
There were
little
sitting a
note.
lot of starters, if not all of them. Right.
Right. So
Yeah.
we should have been winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Exactly, and let's just go ahead and say this. Our backups, like our third and fourth string, and vanilla defenses with Case Keenum, a 14-year veteran, just basically just. I mean, of course he looked like Joe Montana in his prime. But, yeah, I mean, it's just like that. That's why people were reacting about how we lost, and I'm like, it was a preseason game, and there's a bunch of third and fourth stringers that played in the second half. Don't base it on that. So, anyway, I do want to say, I watched it. I thought Deshaun looked decent, meaning
Okay.
he looked better than he did in 2024.
Okay.
And I don't know what you're about to say something, Ethan. I'm reading your body language.
Yeah, go. You finish your thought because I
What-
want to.
No, I'm just saying he didn't look great. He didn't look fantastic. I'm not going to say that, but he looked better than he did in 2024. And they're thinking if we have the weapons around him, I'm talking about local and some national media, with the good defense, if we have adequate quarterback play, this could be a 7-8 win team. That's the thought process. But you go right ahead.
Okay, so here's the thing. He stinks. All right, the guy stinks. He throws ground balls to guys, the wide receivers. He throws it behind them. And and they showed, I saw multiple things, multiple replays in film where he steps up in the pocket, panics, puts his head down, and if he kept his head up the field, he could have found guys wide open. Why do I want to get 7 wins with that clown? Why do I want to be 7 wins and I'm sitting at 15th in the draft?
Okay,
With that guy, and he's not coming
what
back.
is the O-line? Does he trust his O-line? Is he had time?
Don't even.
It doesn't matter if he panics.
If he panics.
And he does. That's what he's been doing. And he throws the ball into the dirt. It's a divot. It's like he's trying to hit from like the fairway, and he just chunks a shot out there. It's ridiculous. I mean, how many balls did he throw behind guys last week? He might have done all right, but he wasn't great. He's not good enough.
No, he wasn't great by any
He's
stretch.
not good enough that you can tell me that they shouldn't just play Shedeur Sanders and roll
No,
with it.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
No,
that.
no. But that's my
I'm not saying
perspective.
that. I'm just
That's
saying if
my
you want to say what I
perspective.
saw and what I objectively
It's
saw.
fine, but it's not good enough. And
No.
he's not going to be the reason we win games. Let me say that.
No.
He's not going to be the reason we win games.
He'd be a reason we lose games.
He very well may be. That's
Yeah.
quite possible. I don't. I seriously.
Oh,
Everyone that
my.
I've talked to,
Oh,
I had talked to recently. I talked to Zach Jackson on my podcast, and basically he said he's unplayable. He said he does the same thing, and other reporters have said the same. You'll see for every one good throw, you see a ton. You don't see them, but if you're out there to practice, you'll see a bunch of the terrible misfires that are completely offline. They're nowhere close. So why are we wasting our time with this? And someone brought up a really good point this afternoon on ESPN Cleveland. They called in and said, people are wondering, well, okay, they feel, oh, maybe he hasn't played in a while. Maybe we need to give him more reps. Well, why is it that they would think more reps for that guy to fix whatever his issues are, yet whatever it is that they see in Sanders with operational stuff, they're not going to go that extra mile, apparently. I mean, he was just pondering and putting this out there.
Yeah.
Well, if it's operational stuff, well, why wouldn't you keep working with him and give him more of the reps? Because there's more upside there. There really is, and I don't get it. It's absurd, and I think that sadly, this is going to be a long season. I am hoping, though, that we have started to build a real core here, and that we actually are in a position where if we can properly identify the quarterback, the team can have a long-term success. Probably it's going to be after this season. It may not come next season. It might be the season after that, but that's what I'm saying.
Well, okay. I even heard Nathan Zagura think that they should play Sanders because they just got to see what he's got.
Well,
let him
right.
give him a chance to
And I
develop.
think he'll be playing sooner rather than later.
Yes.
Either because of Watson's play or because he's injured. I swear, they poo-pooed it today. I got, my tweet read in the Unfiltered 5 on ESPN Cleveland this morning. If you look at the video where Watson throws the interception in the red zone yesterday, after he throws it, I just happened to notice him kind of like twisting or kind of shaking his arm. Now, I don't know if that's had anything to do with anything, but I've heard other people suggest, how many throws does he have left in that arm?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. So
what are we expecting from Sanders tomorrow? He's starting.
Sanders is starting against the Bills?
Yep.
Reportedly, that's what Todd Monken said. And Shador's
Okay.
going to start. And no, I would expect him to have a good game, but also let's remember that Todd Monken did say that you're probably not going to see the veteran starters, but you'll see some of the young guys. He wasn't specific. I don't think Buffalo's playing any of their starters. I'm pretty certain. He should have a good game if he stays within himself and doesn't try to be a hero or press. He just needs to play his game, and I think a lot of times it takes time for him to get into get into kind of the rhythm and get to things. We all watched the game, the preseason opener last year against Carolina. He got the spotlight, and he was very, very good. And who knows if he doesn't have the injury, maybe he's ahead of Dylan Gabriel in the pecking order. But then, of course, by that next week in Philadelphia, he couldn't play. Dylan Gabriel gets a chance. He throws a pick six, but he bounced back. And then by the third preseason game, again, they didn't play any of the starters. By the time Shedeur gets in there in the third quarter, it seems like it was frantic. He was trying to do, or the fourth quarter, he was trying to do way more than he had to do behind a. Let's face it, I know that the guys on the other side, on the defensive line, probably didn't make the NFL rosters. But the offensive line, I don't know that any of them did either. So it was just not good. But I think he was also pressing.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to do any mock drafts for next year yet.
Oh, good,
so you
good.
know.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I do want to get to the board because
Go ahead.
guys,
That's what I was going to get to right now. Go ahead. Posh.
you guys set me up. You guys really did. You guys don't know it, but you guys set me up.
Oh, we knew the whole time.
Let's get to the board.
What's on the board?
Oh, it's on the board.
Tighten
It's
up.
time for Operation Tighten Up. Because, when you start to get towards the end of the preseason, guys, do we really want to show our cards? Do we really want
They're not going to show anything. Nobody does.
Nobody does? Okay.
No.
So-
You saw vanilla offense, vanilla defense, basic stuff.
There we go. So, but here's the thing, guys. It's time for Monken to ask, what have we learned about ourselves? And you guys kind of revealed that today. So, what have we learned about
People on
ourselves?
Twitter are nuts.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, God.
What is Monken asking?
They were arguing about Shedeur throwing a touchdown pass in practice because Tony Grossi said it didn't happen when there's video that it did, and everybody's arguing with each other. Let's argue about how wet water is. Well, let's just do
let's
it.
talk about
Okay.
that a second because I was working.
Ethan has
I was
something-
saving
yeah.
lives. What? Tell me about this touchdown controversy, guys.
Well, no, Tony Grossi said he never
touchdown.
threw a touchdown.
Yeah.
in-
Wait
in
a
the
second.
joint-
Wait a second.
We talking
That's
about
what supposedly
practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Yes, Allen
Exactly.
Iverson. Thank you, Allen
I
Iverson.
mean, how silly is that?
It is very
Couldn't
silly.
have
What
said it
happened?
any better.
So what
But-
happened? Was the okay?
You want to go ahead, Ethan? You want to go
All
ahead?
right. So basically, there were a couple of plays, video highlights. One was a pass to Malachi Corley. Another was to Casey Concepcion.
Okay.
There was video, and if I know the plays they're speaking of, one was maybe like a 50-yard play to Malachi Corley, and he gets into the end zone. Maybe that one of the refs raises their arms. Well, what was said after, and then there was another play with Malachi Corley. The one replay, the play that I think they're talking about again, it looks like it's a screen pass. He might have gotten touched. Well, my understanding from what they're saying is, on the play maybe with Corley, there was a ref that had blown a whistle, and he kept going. And so, yeah, the one guy raised his arm.
and he didn't stop the game. He just
Right.
blew
Well,
it.
he didn't. Right. And I think it was if you were touched, you were down. And so he kept going, and the ref raises his arms, but it's not a touchdown. Then the same thing with Corley. I can tell you for sure, if the play they're talking about, he gets hit at about the 5-yard line by a defender. Whether he would make it in a game, probably. But this is not this. We're not talking about game. We talk about practice, right?
Practice.
Then
Was he blown down by the official? Was the play
So-
whistle dead?
I can't tell you from the video, but that's what people are saying. That's what people who were there said. Now, here's the problem, though. Then you've got Cleveland Browns Daily saying, "Oh, that was he had a couple touchdowns," and they're saying this and that, and so now that's going all over the place. This is absurd. It is absolutely absurd that we are even having this discussion. It's not a grand conspiracy against this guy. It doesn't matter. How many ways can I tell you? The only people that actually matter in this whole equation are the coaches. It doesn't matter what we
They
think.
need to
It
get
doesn't
this-
matter what the quarterback tracker says. It only matters what the coaches think. So stop. And the fact that people are going this nuts over it is out of control. These people are insane. They need to go to the mental asylum. Where was the mental asylum in in Stark County? Wasn't there a famous place that was like, I don't know if it's haunted or now they do tours?
Was that Mount Union?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Posh?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But-
They do haunted places now in there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter again is they're breaking this down, and
It's the
I
one
think
who
what it really is
flew
they
over the
think it's a
cuckoo's nest, right?
They think it's a conspiracy by the Cleveland media, and they have
Molly
gone.
Stark,
they
the
have-
Molly Stark Sanatorium.
Yeah,
which
they-
opened in 1929.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've gone cuckoo, and then they are taking personal shots at media members, including Daryl, and
And his other brother, Daryl.
right, and
So, when I say
Not-
what have we learned about ourselves, let's set aside the
Yes.
media people. Let's set aside us empty nexter Gen X people that don't have a life outside of football. That let's what has Monken. Let's pretend we're Monken. What has Monken learned? What has Monken learned so far
It's like I said.
about his team?
Go ahead. I mean, I could tell you that.
He's learned what? You guys said it. Deshaun is not the answer. Shador is
No,
not the answer.
no, they know they don't have the answer at quarterback.
They don't have. They wish they can merge them. So
that was the other thing that Daryl said to us. Lou, you heard this when he said, if you could put Dylan Gabriel in Taylor Green's body, you might have something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Taylor Green's just completely raw, and he's not ready. I mean, he's athletic. I'm sure he'll get in on some things. He might play this year, but everybody, it's just.
So he does. He did learn. He does have some strengths. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
he does. He definitely.
So what I'm saying is, when you get close to the end of your preseason, it is time to tighten up. Number 2, scheme to protect the rookie's newly acquired strengths. I don't like these glorious footage of Derek. I like Deshaun's first name, Derek, better actually, guys. But Derek passed to KC and all of that. It's time to shut down the glorious footage. I'm not thrilled by all this footage. It's time to shut it down. I don't care about it. You said it exactly. He doesn't owe us anything. When you said it exactly, Monken doesn't owe us anything. We want to be a fly on the wall. You said it exactly. That's what I was talking about. That you really set me up today. We don't need to be privy to everything. Some of this needs to go behind closed doors. Like Lou, I know Lou keeps some of his stuff in his marriage behind closed doors. Some of it, it's time to shut some of this down.
Are you trying to get me in trouble? I mean, just
Hey now.
no. I mean,
The more footage we show, the more we're showing 31 teams.
No, well, Posh, I'd argue that these plays are nothing special, and
Okay.
and I would argue. I mean, the fact that they see every team is having highlights like this, we just don't know it because we're not following them.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's not a toxic Cleveland fan base or toxic Cleveland sports media. I've been in other markets too. So has Ethan. Correct?
Oh yeah, and they show highlights the same way. So one, if to your point, Posh, I don't think we're giving anything away.
Okay.
When we're seeing those clips, those really don't show anything. There is so much time that their media is not there, fans are not there. They are doing all kinds of work. It's
Behind closed doors.
Oh, absolutely. These are basic concepts, and again, if you scout these teams, you know this already going into the game. You've got footage. You know what they like to do. If you're worth anything as a coordinator, you know what the other team does offensively and defensively and how to scheme for it. So it is, at certain points, it becomes strength on strength. It becomes, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. You stop it. You stop it. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And so the videos are, I think, although I will say the videos are fun, but they don't mean anything. And you see them, although I will say, I'm going to have my tinfoil hat moment right now. I think Jerry
please.
Jeudy is sabotaging Shador Sanders.
What did
How
I
are you
say?
going to drop that pass?
I'm sorry. I think he wants to be traded. I'm
No,
sorry.
I think he likes Deshaun Watson. He
Thank
lied about
you.
it.
Thank you, Ethan. Thank you. I'm not alone. I'm sorry. I DM Lou. I think Judy likes Deshaun.
Yeah, he does. Well, they got into an argument on the sideline last year.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Judy wants to be traded or he likes Deshaun, but something's not right. Because the latest film, talking about video, guys, the latest film of Shador hit him in the numbers.
In the hands, in the end zone, and dropped it.
Shador delivered it to him like
It didn't even have swamp ass on the ball.
Exactly. The way he threw it to him, I could have caught it.
Jerry Jeudy's like the third or fourth receiver now for us compared to.
Oh yeah, he's
Boston
moving. He's
and
losing
Concepcion.
playing time. The only reason he's going to have a spot is because Cedric Tillman's constantly hurt.
Yeah.
You can't. I will lose my mind if Judy pulls that stunt this season. If Shador is hitting him in the numbers, cradling, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to believe.
Oh, you don't have to apologize. Don't be sorry to
No.
us. It's the truth.
This is ridiculous. There have been 2 times during the practice season Shador has hit him. I saw it.
Yeah.
in the numbers.
What did Mark Schlereth? Do you remember? He's a former Denver Bronco. Mark Schlereth.
Yeah.
He said what did he say? Like his hands are made of feet. He may just be bad. It may be a combination of him being bad but I could see and I
That
propose.
Seriously bad when you
With
when it's
apathy.
Shador,
With
though.
apathy, right?
Yeah, I propose that he could be Amari Coopered out of here. Like wait a few weeks into the season, somebody needs a receiver, and Andrew Berry sends him on his way because when you look at
And get a
Bonds
fifth-round pick for him. Yeah.
right, Bonds, Concepcion, and Boston, you've got 3 very good receivers. Now after that, it kind of falls down. Tylan Wallace is not going to be your number 1 target. Gage Larvidan, I'm not counting on him. It sucks that Tillman's constantly injured, and I love Luke. We love our Golden Flash, Luke Floria. Hopefully, he
yes.
gets an opportunity, even if it's just on special teams. I love the intensity of that guy, but it is kind of thin. The wide receiver room, you got some high-end, top-end talent, but where do you go after that? We've got our tight end room is the cupboard is getting barren after Fannin. No, we have no. What's that?
UFL Battlehawks player Sal Cannella.
I don't know if he's even up. I haven't even heard his name. But
No.
after
Is he still on the team?
I don't.
need to check that out.
I think the other people that we might be talking, Whiteheart and Stoll. Did Stoll leave? It's the cupboard is kind of
Ooh.
getting barren.
We got a comment.
Ah, there it is. Yeah,
Mike has, we're just going back and forth about things. Hey, I just saw an interesting story on
Yes,
X
sir.
from Andrew Filippione, saying that Joey Porter Jr. is unlikely to get a contract extension from the Steelers, and somebody commented before that saying, "Hey, basically the Browns priced the Steelers out of extending
Yep.
the whole because what we paid Denzel Ward."
Yep. I saw some people who are complaining about the Steelers and their owners and the way they do things.
They're starting to sound like Browns fans.
Well, they're spoiled. They are spoiled. They drive
Rotten.
me nuts. They're
Rotten.
winning and they're complaining. Shut up.
Go through what we went through for the last 35 years.
That's exact. I didn't respond to the.
No, I don't even
because
respond
I
to
didn't
this
want to
shit
even get
anymore.
into it. It wasn't worth it. But yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I don't know. And there's going to be positions of need. So kind of pivoting back a little bit to the Jerry Jeudy thing. There's a possibility maybe they can use him as like, look, we can move on from you, and maybe we.
Go to the Steelers. He's that type of. Let me not cuss.
The Steelers can have him. Steelers can have him.
Mark my words. Judy is that type of. Will be. Let me not cuss. But Judy will be on the Steelers.
Oh,
Mark my
you can cuss.
Well, I don't know. I could see him getting traded somewhere. We need more defensive back depth. Our defensive line, we don't know what's going on with Alex Wright. At this point, they don't have to put out like an injury report, a full-blown injury report, so we don't know what's going on there.
When we're talking about that, Mike, go ahead.
Yes.
When I talked to Zach Jackson, I asked him about Joe Royer, and
Judy for a corner.
yeah, and Mike, we talked about it. Mike and
you mean Joe Royer, the draft pick that hasn't practiced?
Right. All they've said is personal issues.
That's all we know.
And we don't know what's going on, but I see no way in which he's going to be playing.
Wait a minute, he hasn't been to camp?
No, he hasn't been at one single
practice.
Was he even there in the spring, I
think he was. I think he was around for OTAs. I think.
Okay,
this is a rookie.
Yeah, out of Cincinnati, and they were hoping
Draft pick.
He set a lot of records at Cincinnati, apparently breaking a lot of Travis Kelce records.
Yeah, he was doing really well.
Yeah.
In Cincinnati, and it was like they were really high up on him, but something's going on. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, I saw some stuff. I don't know.
Where's the leak on that?
I don't know. They are keeping things very well tight-lipped over there, which I respect.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. And I know Judkins probably won't play tomorrow. He didn't practice, and
right.
And
He's
Schlesinger probably won't. A little banged up.
Well, the Swiss thing, actually, I think that Todd even said. I mean, he's probably not. He's not going to play this week. We hope to get him back next week. I need these guys to be ready for those dudes, like Judkins, Schlesinger. I need them to be ready for the regular season.
Yeah.
Whatever they're battling, but again, there's no requirement to report these things like they do during the regular season.
Okay.
Therefore, we're kind of left in the dark about what exactly it is, unless it's a major thing. And it's like, this person's confirmed, and somehow it comes out, they're done for the season, or whoever it is. Like, what is it in Seattle? What's it? Jake Bobo had a bad knee injury, maybe today or yesterday in practice, I believe. And there have been other guys who have had problems or major injuries.
Any news on Wright?
No, as of today, I mean, of course,
that was sad.
Nobody spoke, so we don't know exactly what it is. And I think, other than what Todd Monken said, maybe after practice yesterday, and they said we don't have any. I think essentially we don't have any further details.
Yeah, we'll find out. But that's the only thing that concerns me. That's the only injury that really concerns me, because that looked like a high ankle sprain. And it's like, ooh.
Right. The high ankle sprains are going to take you out about at least a month, like 4 to 6 weeks, something like that. Is that about?
It can, yeah, if it's bad.
Yeah, I want bubble wrap. Let's put bubble wrap around Burks.
Well, to an extent.
Yeah.
Because look at what happened the past few seasons when we've played nobody. They have not been prepared. They need to play game reps.
Yeah.
It's a risk of the game.
Yeah.
And if you're not, because if you are not ready for game speed week one, you're going to get your ass handed to you.
Injury too.
And just so you know, I'm concerned about being ready for the season.
Yes.
Injuries happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's at football. There's other teams dealing with injuries too. It's not just Cleveland.
Let's review what do we have left? We've got Bills tomorrow. What do we have left?
We have the Patriots Thursday night, and I will be at both games. And I'm going to be avoiding hugs. And the whole time.
You're sniffling now, yes. Elderberry kid.
Yes.
So
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. So we got that next, and then after that, we until the 13th with Jacksonville. So that's what we're waiting on.
How many more preseason games we have?
Two in the next 6 days.
Two.
Yep.
Bills, Patriots.
And that's it. We played.
I don't think it was an Achilles tear for
No,
Alex
you know
Wright.
who
I
suggested
don't think
that?
It was.
And they even mentioned
Mike,
it.
I don't think it was. Yeah,
maybe
Achilles
I think it was
tear, no.
Chef Zay, who apparently is close to Alex Wright. He said something to somebody, and somebody posted something. They're like, I don't think so. Emmett Golden was referring to it and referencing and saying, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it did look like that's what happened. It looked like a high ankle sprain.
Yeah,
that's just from what I saw. But I'm not an expert. I'm not a.
You didn't sleep at a Holiday Inn Express last night?
No, I slept in my bed next to my wife. But
Oh,
that's all
okay.
I'm gonna
Well,
say.
that's good. At the Holiday Inn Express, yes, excellent.
Yes. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, no. All right. Go ahead, Posh. You want to wrap it up with us? Go
So,
ahead, finish up with your book.
guys, we're going to be looking really closely. I think I want Shador to show us that he's growing, and I want him off the field though, second quarter, first quarter, and
I think
want
he's played the whole first half.
He is scheduled to play the whole first half, and he needs to. If he has anything that he can prove and make it put
2-minute
any kind
drill.
of a
Let's see
shadow
a
of
2-minute drill. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
and that's what
let's see left guard. Let's see his own line. Let's see Fano.
Yeah.
Let's see his.
Well,
let's see first
so yeah,
line.
I assume Spencer Fano will play, and but who else on the offensive line is going to play? I hope he, at least for the first series, gives him the
Yeah.
starting offensive line. I know there's some of
Yeah.
those are the older starters, but it would be kind of nice to give him a fair opportunity there.
Yes,
but at
I
least
would
he's
see
got
that.
some of his
Yeah,
targets.
create some accountability. Let's go.
Yeah, and I think that Sanders is pretty darn durable, and I feel like he'll be all right. Just he needs to not press, play within yourself,
Yeah.
and
shake out
take all the teaching points.
Yeah.
What it is. Don't
He's
lose
gonna
who
be
you
nervous.
are.
I think he is going to have some jitters. I think he's got to just
You think?
woosah. I think he is going to do an interception that first quarter.
Really?
Take it
Really?
up.
See,
I think he is. Yeah.
Okay,
He's gonna
that-
take it up.
I don't
He
think this
does-
moment is too big for him. He
Yeah.
started 7 games last year. This
he
moment
gets
is nothing.
excited. He gets excited.
Sure.
He gets it.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
gets
look,
excited.
his interception,
Mhm.
Posh, his interception last week apparently was because the ball slipped from Swamp Ass.
Mhm.
Did you?
Yeah.
Lou, did you see that? Chase Daniel was doing a breakdown, and he said, "Look at him spin the ball. He spins it and flips it like twice, and probably never got the right grip on it because if the ball's wet." And he said, "They'll be dripping wet."
Well, just so you know, you guys are not. It's scheduled to rain tomorrow, so it's going to be a wet game, possibly.
Bills?
Yep. It's
Okay.
Well,
Well,
then I
that's
guess we're going to
that's
see
good
a.
experience. That's good experience. Monkey,
Alright.
yeah, that's good experience for him.
Well, let me see if I can play some music here, but I'm going to try to. Let's see if the music will ever work. But no, go ahead. Keep talking. 'Cause
Yeah,
I know
so
we're
that's
pretty
good
much
experience
wrapping it
for
up.
him to see that. Did he had some knob or some issues with his fingers, with his throwing hand fingers. He's had something with his fingers or something he had.
Oh, he had a. I thought they were talking earlier in the game. He had blisters.
Yeah. All right.
We'll see.
We'll see. I will see you guys at the Muni lot. Come find me. I will take hugs. Just kidding. Thank you, Posh. Thank you, Ethan. Much appreciated, guys. Yeah, we're about 48 minutes in. We could do this all night, but I appreciate you guys. No, and Mike, thanks for commenting. Thank you all. I will be there Thursday and tomorrow, and we'll be back next week. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Ethan. God, thank you for coming on. You guys are much
Thanks for having
appreciated.
me. Glad I could be here.
Man.
Yeah.